Can one live out this life without experiencing enlightenment? Okay, let's rephrase that. That's not really a sensible question, because we have no choice in how this life is lived out. But can one experience the most beautiful life without having to go through an awakening or an enlightening process to remind them? Because enlightenment is simply a reminder to say, you're going off the wrong track. And if I put you on the right track, you're here to confirm the words that come through this speaker, through this godly consciousness, Christ consciousness. There is no different value of consciousness, but it appears to be the purest consciousness. So enlightenment only gives some individual a confirmation to say, don't speak about things that are not relevant. You have no position to change another one's life, to affect another one's life, to tamper with the dharma of another single human being. You are here confirming that what you experienced, or what was experienced, is pure being. And every single being is put on this earth with a clean mind and in a pure being state. There may be slight baggage from previous lives, if you so believe in this reincarnation thing. So what is taking place is there's a speaker confirming that pure being is always here. It's just that when we go off the path, we forget about it and we start looking for something in directions that is based on a mind. And you know really what mind is? If you imagine this infinite pot of mind, and within this pot it's just bubbling and gurgling. In some places it's bubbling more, some it's bubbling less. But every single second, many bubbles are coming out saying, look what I have got here. Look what I have. Look at this. Take. And the moment these images, you can visualize this with imagery, that heads come out with smiling faces saying, wow, check this out. Look at this. Wow. Oh, and you don't want any of that, The minute they come, they submerge back in again. It is a simple pot of chaos. And wherever consciousness is, wherever your pure consciousness is, within that spot, in this pot, infinite pot of mind, that question appears to be your question. That thought appears to be for you. But none of these thoughts are for any particular one. Just happen to be there. And when you attach to this thought, you take a picture of this person saying, wow, look at this overweight person. And this is conditioned into your body, your whole body, not your head, not your brain, your whole body, that you have this problem with this image of an overweight person, an overweight thought. And the minute you attach to it and don't overcome it or let it pass, it sticks. And at some point during your life in a body, it will appear and reappear until you say, you know what, I've had enough of this image. Into the fire with this image, with this thought. So the whole purpose of one who experiences pure being is to say, you are pure being. Doesn't matter what you do, What your mind shows you, what your mind tells you to do, convinces you you are, it's part of the deal. Without the part of mind, it is back to primitive life, animalistic life, which is absolutely bliss. But there are no stories, no excitement, no buildings being built, no wonderful museums, pieces of art, because we're just chomping in fields. But it's still the same quality of pure being. And pure being is your total whole self that you are right now. What changed is the attachment to this mind thoughts. And the attachment to the mind thoughts, the minute an image was taken, a snapshot, it became your own personal thought. You kept it, it's mine. And you gave birth to this word, I. Anyone can go through life being pure being when they realize, or what they put into some sort of practice, that I is not this body and mind. That you are not I. I is the snapshot, and you have billions. The snapshots are not pure. The snapshots are still, they're attached like a leech. The pure mind is the mind that says, I need the toilet. And when you go, you don't attach to going to the toilet. You know, I let it pass. The urine's passed. I can go on with my daily chores. And when it comes again, it's like, my God, this is going to happen frequently. And you accept that. It comes, it passes, and you move on. It moves on. Mind is saying pee. Okay? You don't, oh, I must remember to pee every time at 3 o'clock. It's not going to happen. I is a still shot that makes up your ego mind state, and I is an individual. You see, makes you up as I, the individual one. You're not I. You've never been I. You took the I thought, I am a person. The I thought originally was I exist. That's all you needed to know. I exist. Mind comes up and you don't even look at this pot of mind and this faces peeing, eating, sleeping. It happens. There's no practice. There's no thought. There's no time sequence. You don't sleep at a specific time every night. Unless you have a disorder to this attachment, you've maybe taken a snapshot of, look, this one sleeps at 7 o'clock every night. That's in me. Now I have to sleep every night at 7 o'clock. Everything is thought. It only becomes a suffering thought when you keep that thought and you think that you are the mind, you are the thinker of the thought, and the thought was always for you. Thoughts are coming up in every single molecule of every single space within this universe. Consciousness is enshrouded by mind, and mind is enshrouded by consciousness. Does this make sense? They are equally the same. But consciousness is of no substance of value. Sorry, mind has of no substance of value. Consciousness, nothing can exist without it. You know that people can exist without mind, dementia, Alzheimer's. They still exist. We're not here to judge, to look and say, well, yeah, but it's a horrible world, you know. That's another I thought. I had this thought that Alzheimer's must be horrible. You don't have it, you don't know. Some of them smile, are happy. The problem is you've attached to the thought, oh, that's my uncle. I'm going to keep my uncle. I have an uncle. It's my uncle. My uncle has Alzheimer's. And Alzheimer's, I had this mind showing me that Alzheimer's was saying it's not a pretty thing. So I'm attaching to this not pretty thing of Alzheimer's that my uncle has. So therefore I have taken so many images and have created this horrible life that I is assuming that my uncle is having. So therefore, if my uncle is having it, I must have it too. Because my uncle, I, you, and me are the same attached thought. I don't know if this makes any sense. We can go through life without awakening or any enlightenment process when you realize that when you say, I want to go to the cinema, it's mind that wants to go to the cinema to experience something. But mind wants to experience something on behalf of the one that really has no say in whether it experiences or it does not experience. Mind is offering the true you, the true self, the opportunity to watch this movie with no judgment analysis. If the movie is humorous, mind laughs at it. If the movie is sad, mind is sad with it. If there's an image of the movie being taken, it's mind that's taken. This I, individual mind, has taken an image of the movie to say, I must watch that again. The one that you are is in love with every single thought, every single movie, every single breath, every single experience, every single part of mind, whether it is a distasteful mind, an angry mind, a happy mind, a loving mind. But when you say love, it's not the love that mind has made up. You are totally the essence of the whole thing that is taking place. You and God are the same essence, same consciousness, and same base. You are the base for everything to take place. Same as your body is the base for the human and the mind to experience this life. Without the body, mind and human do not experience anything. Senses do not experience anything. Emotions, no experience, because the body is the basis of human state. And you, the one inside, are the basis for all states, including your body state. So you are the creator of your body, and the body is the creator of this through mind. Yeah? It's not biblical, this is not spiritual, this is not religious, this is not agnostic, atheist. This is accepting everything as it is. The I thought, that every thought that comes up, if you take it personal and you keep it, and you don't overcome it means you simply say, I'm not this thought. This thought is not for myself. This thought is for I. I does not dwell here. You see, this I does not dwell here. This I is somewhere in the universe, floating around, appearing in every place, trying to catch myself out. trying to catch itself out, you see. Because you, the one inside, are not participating, but you're really, 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 really in love with what you have created. And whatever happens, you're okay with it. Whatever happens, mind is not okay with it. Mind will value it, prefer it, make comparisons to it, judge it, derogatize it, applaud to it, bow to it. Mind will create all the actions that you, the one inside, really don't have any say. You're happy with everything, you're contented with everything that is taking place because you don't understand anything about what is taking place in a mind-based human world. But the mind does, and it's not your mind. So you cannot be the body and mind forever and ever and ever. You cannot take your mind with you when the body passes. It's not your mind. It's a universal cosmos mind. A big pot with things coming and going. Nice things, bad things. The moment you attach to any of them, even the good things, you've taken a snapshot, you become an individual I. That's my aim. Mind pops up. How to be a millionaire. Right. Mind. I'm going to do this. I am going to do this. I is going to become a millionaire because I had this thought. I had this dream. You can send in valuing mind, and valuing mind will say, what is millionaire? And answering mind will say, well, you know, it's when you have a lot of this stuff they call money. Oh, and what does that do you? Does it make you more beautiful? Oh yes. It makes you rich. It makes all the girls and boys chase you. It gives you this so much onus on everyone. Yeah, and then pure mind comes in and says, you're already that. You must already be this millionaire. Everyone loves you. Everyone wants to chase you. There's so many materialistic things waiting to pounce on you out there. But you want to keep them to yourself. You have taken a snapshot of something that is temporary. You see, a snapshot means you want to keep it permanent. I want to keep it permanent. I've taken a snapshot of this thought that says, I am fat. I'll always be fat. Doesn't matter how much weight this body loses. This snapshot cannot be overcome until one day you say, it's simply a thought. Who is having this thought? Is it my thought? Everyone over there in the same diet classes have that same thought. Is it my thought or their thought? Or is it a single thought that we are affected by? When you remove I, you see, you don't have to stop speaking I. When you say to someone, I love you, and it is from your core, your heart, it is with intent, it's genuine, there's nothing that says, are you sure? I is important, you see. But when you say, I want to make you happy, I've seen this mind saying how to make your partner happy. You see it every day on laptops, TVs, newspapers, everything. How to make your loved one happy. I'm having that. That's for me. That's for me. Me is the other name of I. Because me is an identity thing. That's for me. That's my snapshot, my thought, my mind. I'm having that. I own it. I owns it. When the thought comes, how to make your loved one happy, you say, wow, that's a great thought. That's a great idea. Do you know what? I think my loved one is already happy. If she's not, what can I do about it?